So in algebra, the word expression has a very specific meaning. It's a grouping of numbers, variables, or letters, and operations. So numbers should be pretty obvious to you. A number, 1, 2, 29, etc. Letters, again, X, Y, A, B, that represent numbers that we don't know the value of yet. And operations are plus, minus, times, and divide. So an algebraic expression would be something like 2 plus x minus 3 divided by 4. If it has an equals something on the other side, then it's not an expression. So notice in the list, equals isn't included. So an expression is a part of an algebraic problem that doesn't include the equals part. In fact, if the equals is there, 2x plus 3 equals 9 minus n divided by 6. In this case, we have an expression and on the other side of the equal sign we just have another expression. But the equals part is not part of the expression. Also, it's really common, I'm going to write a simple expression for us, 2 plus 8 divided by, let's just write 2 plus 8. So 2 plus 8 is an expression, and you can tell it's an expression because it's numbers and an operation. People will often say, well, 2 plus 8 solved. If I solve 2 plus 8, I get 10. But we don't actually solve expressions. That's an incorrect use of the word solve, which is only saved for equations. With an expression, what we do is evaluate. So if I evaluated 2 plus 8, then the evaluation of 2 plus 8 is 10. And if an expression has only numbers and operations, 2 plus 3 minus 7 times 6, this is called a numerical or numeric expression because it only involves numbers and operations. If there's even one letter in the expression, 2 plus 3 minus n times 6, the addition of even one letter converts a numerical expression into a variable expression. So let's do an example. Let's evaluate 3 times c. Evaluate is saved for expressions, and I definitely have an expression. It's a variable expression. And evaluate means do the work that's instructed for you to do. In this case, the work was to add 2 and 8 together. When I did that, I got 10. Here, my evaluation is to multiply 3 times c. Problem is there's nothing I can really do with that. 3 times c, I don't know what c is. So when you're asked to evaluate an expression with a variable in it, you're going to want to know what that variable stands for. So say evaluate 3 times c if c equals 19. Well, that's 3 times 19, and 3 times 19 is 30, 40, 57. Or I might have been asked to evaluate 3 times c, but c, let me change the color, c equals 7. Well, in this case, 3 times C is 3 times 7. Trading 7 for C, I get 3 times 7 is 21. So when you're asked to evaluate and you're given a value for your variable, it just means plug the number in for the variable. Let's do one more with this same example. Let's say C equals 5. That was a lot of thinking to come up with a number just as simple as 5. But say C equals 5. So I'm starting my problem with 3 times C. And what I'm going to do is switch out. I'm going to switch out C for 5. So I write 3 times 5, and that equals 15. So this is called evaluating a variable expression. Sometimes you get variable expressions with more than one variable. Evaluate 2 plus A minus B. Same thing though, I'm just going to need to be provided with the value for A. So let's say A equals 6 and B equals 2. Or maybe I'm provided A equals 9 and B equals 14. It doesn't matter. Once I've been told what my values are, what my variables stand for, I can make the substitution. That's what this process is, trading a letter for a number. I can make the substitution and figure it out. So in the first case, 2 plus A is 6 minus B is 2. So that's 2 plus 6 is 8. Take away 2 is 6 again. Or in the other case, 2 plus, in this case, A is 9, minus B is 14. 2 plus 9 is 11. Take away 14 is negative 3. One more example. We're going to make this one a little bit complicated. A times B divided by C. Yikes. Well, that's okay as long as I'm giving something for A. Let's say A equals 2. And something for B, B equals 9, and something for C, C equals 3. I can rewrite this exact same thing in exactly the same order as long as I write 2 times B is 9 divided by C is 3. So 2 times 9 is 18 divided by 3. So the answer or the evaluation for this expression, variable expression, is 6.